Did anyone ever tell you? Did anyone ever tell you? Did anyone ever tell you?
Did anyone ever tell you?
Did anyone ever tell you?
Did anyone ever tell you?
Did anyone ever tell you? You play a very aggressive game.
Did anyone ever tell you you have very sensual lips?
Did anyone ever tell you? You play a very aggressive game.
Did anyone ever tell you you have very sensual lips?
Johnny M in the mix.
Did anyone ever tell you? You play a very aggressive game.
Did anyone ever tell you you have very sensual lips? Did anyone ever tell you?
Did anyone ever tell you? Did anyone ever tell you? Did anyone ever tell you?
Did anyone ever tell you?
Did anyone ever tell you?
Did anyone ever tell you you have very sensual lips?
Did anyone ever tell you?
Did anyone ever tell you
Did anyone ever tell you?
Hey traders, welcome to episode 661 of the show. You could be doing anything, but you're here, and I appreciate it. This stream is really just a hangout session. I'm just here to kind of reiterate what we talked about earlier today. And if you don't know, pretty much the major indices are up pre-market, right? Like the Dow Jones up nearly 300 points on news of China and the U.S. They want to work together, and there's going to be talks again, I think, in mid-September now. And yeah, like Dow Jones futures are up, man. So we'll see how that plays for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's struggling. Just looking at the 60-minute chart. The only thing that's happened since I left was we're kind of double topping a little bit, right? I mean, really not breaking this at all. So maybe we could sell off, right? It wouldn't be that weird because there is a square up around 97.85 that needs to be filled. I mean, not filled, but you know how it is, right? How it works. I mean, on this market, another square up around 96.30 or so. And really kind of a square up at 10,435. But, again, like, all you're doing is, failing once, selling off, rallying, attempting to rally, clearly failing again. And that's kind of it for now. That's all that's really happened. So, again, hangout stream where high-risk areas. I'm just saying, like, if we're talking about a range on the 60-minute where you can clearly see. I can get rid of the wedge, too, if you want. Make it way more clear. But just the low point of the range, the high point of the range, and you're near the high point of the range, kind of double topping. That is weird. But yeah, I mean, low? There we go. That was weird. But, like, hey, when we were selling off, eventually, we just kept making those higher levels of negative Momo and higher lows. So hidden bullish divergence. And the day stream literally showed you how you could identify hidden bullish or bearish divergence. So I think I did it pretty early in the stream. So check it out if you didn't see the stream today, which I, again, did another early stream, and I probably won't do it again, man. It's, try to be punctual, try to stick to a schedule and all that. So just, I don't know. I kind of did it on the price action, kind of FOMO'd into streaming on the move, but it was just, I was going to do it anyway. It was really that 4-hour candle close that we got where we engulfed, like, I think 24 hours of price action in one candle. Yeah, 6 4-hour candles engulfed it, but now you're just sitting there doing nothing. That's okay, but you just saw the 60-minute where you're out of resistance and you can't break it. But hey, man, until you make a lower low than I think 10,427 or so, you're okay. But whatever, higher low here. But we did talk about, like, maybe, and I think it's just too early to tell. Like, you can't say from this peak to this peak is bearish divergence. I mean, I get it, but I don't think it's done yet, right? You engulfed, and maybe you could rally again. But, normally we like looking for 4-hour bullish divergence, 60 minutes divergence. We need something, right? Oscillators need to tell us something, and they're kind of telling us, right? Like a high on price, the same high on price, lower levels. I mean, much lower levels of positive Momo, lower levels of relative strength. So whatever, man. We just know that we think that we're from the C to D wave. So whether it sells off or not, right, it could eventually rally to the 786 at 11,650 or so. Everything coming in well, music, audio, everything. I don't know. I'm on other PC, so it's so weird. When I turn down my audio, it turns down the audio for you too on the music. So odd. Never seen it do that before. It's pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, again, let me have an audio check, okay? And yeah, just messing around a little bit, so we're just hanging out, man, since we don't have the you know, I mean, the hurricane's there, it's still doing its thing. It was just kind of like, you know, I'm just hanging out. I was just messing around with streams, and it's cool that I can just, hold on. It's cool that I can just, I can point now. I can be like, look at this area. It's a critical area, chat. Do you hear me? So I could probably end up making it a little bit bigger. But it's just like, I don't know, the whole point of it's full screen, right? Where there's a little bit more than the charts. You know, all I have to do is go here if you want something serious. But like here, I can just hang out. And it's just different, man. I don't know. Some people have an issue with, you know, change, but I'm just keep trying to change it up, man. Make it a little bit more interesting. Because, you know, I mean, Bitcoin's been in a correction for like 67 days now. And we're getting closer and closer to the top of the range after holding the line, holding the door, while the monthly closed with the weekly just a few days ago. And since then, it's been up. It's still up. It's still up $1,000 since the month of September started. So I'd say that's pretty good. Not bad. What's up, recession indicator man? Alright, so yeah, I guess we can look at alts or something. But you know how that goes, right? They're not doing anything. Nothing different than from earlier, alright? What? Hold on. Okay. So, you know, you've got Ethereum that, same analysis. It was in the downtrend, it broke out of the downtrend, right? But kept selling off. And at this point, you could probably even adjust, but you keep adjusting, this thing keeps breaking out, so I just figure leave it alone. It's out of the structure, the way its price action is. You could probably, you know, anchor 1 and 2 on the bottom, and then 3 on the top, right? Just talking about a new structure. I don't understand why it's not. An older keyboard, man, going from non-mechanical forever to mechanical and then back to mechanical. Oh, it's rough, man. So yeah, clearly a down slipping support, an up slipping resistance, like the heart line being respected multiple times. Not bad. And that's it, man. That's the way you could look at impulse, down sloping consolidation, which is not really bearish, right? You normally want to have really large upsloping, you know, forms of consolidation, where this isn't so much. Now that it's forming, right, and you can really see it, that just lines up with maybe the daily. How in the world are you still inside this freaking wedge? Are we getting trolled by Ethereum, man? Price contraction's real. The downsloping price contraction is extremely real. Bake, thanks for the follow on Twitter, man. Appreciate it. So it's like you can just keep making, I mean, said this a billion times, you can keep making divergence, you can keep holding support, you can keep receding in volume, but if the buyers aren't there, it's just not going to play out. And that's why we don't call technical analysis a crystal ball or anything, but if you keep looking at assets and they keep doing the same thing like this all across multiple markets, you can be successful, right? This is just one S coin on one market that is very illiquid. We're just trying to apply what we learned and know from traditional markets, and we're trying to apply them to crypto. And we're also just hanging out, man. Hanging out in New York City. Yo, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? Hello? Hello, anyone back there? All right. So yeah, the triple MACD bullish divergence, nothing's coming from it, right? You're running into a down-slipping resistance and you can't break it. So that move's coming, man. The move's coming. The volume's telling us it's really coming, dude. So calm before the storm. There might be a hurricane coming, all right? Seriously. Sorry, I already did that. I hate that. I mean, I get it, though. I get how it works. I know I could probably get the volume in its own little box, and I wouldn't have to worry about that. Like moving the chart, and then the trend line moves with it. But I like having lots of room on the chart, and also having plenty of room for the oscillators, too, for it to be visible for you, the viewer. So, okay. Excuse me, what a log scale, sorry. What happened, man? Hold on. Sorry about that. Because it's like, I'll be charting in 4 hour and then I'll forget I have something only visible on the daily, and then that happens, right? So I replotted for a channel. You can clearly see a nice downsloping structure. It's beautiful, bouncing off the heart line multiple times, hitting that 75 a lot. So, until you break $76 or so, moving target, there's no breakout, right? You're confined within the parameters of a downtrend that's been going on, or was established with its peak June 22nd, just 4 days before Bitcoin peaked out, topped out. Oh my god, Casper made the 6 network, man. Wow. Okay, so yeah, that's Litecoin for now. This is the real big one, man. All right, you've already broken minor highs, right? But this is like a major one, right? Where one would swing low to high, right? And if you break that, dude, it's over. But here we are we sprung to the upside, and we're gonna try to hold on to. I guess Litecoin's gonna try to hold on. If it can long enough, that could very well be a spring, and that is where, it could run to the upside. And there's a lot of resistance, up between $97 and $100. And the daily. Let me get rid of this. Sorry, I don't even see log scale. Which one's good? This one's it's all just broken, man. Okay, so you're still very much in this downtrend and log scale too. So even in linear and log, zoomed in and zoomed out, very much in a downtrend until you're not. Gotta hold $66, man. It's serious. Because if you don't hold $66, you're coming down pretty fast to $50. All right, you ready to lose $16 in value on Litecoin if it can't sustain prices above 66 long enough? But it's doing this is really where I wanted to go to show you the bullish divergence on the MACD. Nothing on the RSI yet. I mean, I guess I understand from the low to this low, Yeah, it's diverging, sure. But there was another low there too, right? So I don't know if we could completely call it that low to that low. You're kind of diverging. But, you know, the same thing here, I guess, right? Yeah, I guess you could say it's diverging kind of on both a little bit. At a critical support. So, again, man, it may not play out, but it's not because TA or, you know, it's not real. It's just because, like, there weren't enough buyers. There was not enough demand for this asset after a stupendous run from $22 to $146. All right.
Well, give me 11.55s. Just tell me I'm safe, Mitch.
Whoa, why's the echo going on, dudes? I'm so confused, man. Thank you for the 5. Holland. $11.5 at the 55s. Oh wow, you bought like, how did you? November 5th, it was at like 60 something dollars, dudes. Am I crazy? November 5th. November 5th was, it never went, you know, 65, right? So, tell you when you're safe. I don't know what that means, you know, like, but this was a bottom, a rounding bottom for the most part. A clear, discernible momentum shift happening on Activision, and we've been talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. There was even an X, A, B, C, D. What has ushered in this reversal, chat? Friggin' bullish cipher pattern. Whoa, what the? What is that, man? Oh my god, dude. Friggin' bug somehow getting in here. I don't know, it's not a roach or anything. Oh, okay, I got you. Tell you when you're safe. 55 calls. Okay, 55 strike price. Expiration November 15th. Okay. Tell you when you're safe. Well, I mean, you know, you're talking about options, and don't you? You're very close to it. I mean, I think that 50% is a very reasonable level to take profit. 62.43 or so, 62.35. Because that's like the measured move of the structure you kind of broke out of, right? Where I think there was like resistance, big resistance around here, okay, and clearly there, and so you broke that. I just think that 50% retrace is the Dow theory, and this has just kind of begun. It's pretty the upside. I don't know how high this is going to go, but you could look for 62.35, 67.60, and then maybe even let a small amount ride to see how high it could go. But that's just common area. See if we could ever get to a deep retrace. I mean, think about it. The gap fill is pretty much the measured move of the structure. There you go, man. That's what you're looking for. Dude, this thing is stupid. Dude, are you kidding me? I'm gonna... Hold on a sec. Dude, just give me 2 seconds, alright? Hello? You'd be kidding me, man. I went to go get toilet paper, and then I come back, and it's literally gone. It has disappeared. All right. So done. Now we're just hanging out. There's no more bugs, man. We're in New York. There are bugs in New York, but not as many as down here. Okay. Or it's down where I'm from. Let's go. Let's go, man.
Johnny M in the mix.
All right, so anyway, gonna look at chats. Holland, hopefully that helps a little bit, man. Give you the targets. That's where I'll be taking a little profit. Okay. What's up, King Logan? Kyver Crypto, Kanatoma, man. We got the axes in the chat. What's up, DS Thrive, Puma Pay? Looks like looks like it kind of on the 4 hour too a little bit. 60 minutes. I don't really know, because I feel like it played out, man, like on the 60 minute, right? It was a high, a higher high, and then after the divergence like developed, look what the price action did after, right? So I just don't know how, you know, I get your idea with small amount of positive momentum. But again, I think it played out and it just rallied, but now it's kind of double topping, which sucks. And you don't always have to have. Oh crap! Hold on, how would I do that?
When is our next trip?
When's our next trip, Jules, man? That's a good question. I don't really know when we're gonna do another trip. We gotta think about it. You know, I mean, I was talking to people. I asked like 25,000 people, or 25,000 sub meetup or 50,000. A lot of people thought maybe 50,000. I think I was talking to them in Vegas about it. So I don't know, man. But I'll tell you, thank you for the 12/12. And yeah, dude, Vegas was extremely fun. I mean, the question is not when, but where, right? I think that's it, dude. How do I get? See, I don't know if this is gonna work. That will go behind the overlay. That should work. Should be good now. Shouldn't be all weird. It's so weird how like. Oh, I guess it's shrunk, so it's like the pixels or something, but. I mean, almost like, in the 60 minute, because there's not too much data on the 4 hour. I mean, you've got kind of a ascending, broadening wedge developing, right? Maybe? Right? Or an upsloping flag? And if it was kind of an ascending, broadening wedge of some sort, isn't this a partial rise? So it definitely, I mean, look, I don't think it'd be that weird at all if it broke down next. Just, dude, these things on, like, these impulses from C to D, they don't happen overnight. Even though they can, they just don't always. And so look, man, I literally gave this like idea yesterday. It's like it could come all the way down, sell off, find some support somewhere, and then rally, and then break to the upside, then eventually get there, right? I mean, it could get down. I think it could easily go down. based on right there that wick. This isn't log scale, sorry. It's not really that big a deal. I mean, it is. We're talking about the equidistant channel. But you know, it could sell off, make a higher low, and then rally again. Man. It doesn't have to keep going up. I think it's good that it made a higher high than August 26th and August 24th. Okay. Dang, dude. Trader Mark's having a nice cold Dogfish 60-minute IPA. Good man, dude. Dogfish IPA in New York. I had it, man. Here, I had it here, and $14 for a freaking pint. It's not right, man. It's not right at all. To it all, you like my optimism? Oh, I mean, I'm definitely trying to tell you that right now, as it stands, it could go either way. I mean, we had such a nice impulse, and there's square ups down here. Why could we not square up before running again? So, Mr. Lodick, ghost in the room? Yeah, something like that, man. JB, I hear you, man. That's definite, and that's why I got into Activision a long time ago. Right, first time I bought Activision was $18, and like, it's just, dude, you just have to think about the fundamentals of like Asia growing, virtual downloads, you know, broadband internet getting better. It's just like, unless Asia stops having babies, video game companies, I think, should continue to grow, even if there's a major recession, and those prices on the stock of the asset is going to go down a lot, but it's not going to stop these companies from making money, lots of it. And so that's like why long-term, you know, outlook is good, because life will go on for these companies well beyond any recession that's coming. All right, Holland, man, do it to it. You have plenty of time, which is great. But remember, October, November, that's the scary time. That's like where most market crashes have occurred in the past. I'm not saying at all it would happen. I'm just saying, like, if you know the history, it's always a little like Monka-esque. Like, oh man, it's like October. I mean, dude, these hedge funds, they have good years. They take stupid amounts of profit, and they move the market to the downside. And then, new year, they bring it back up. Taxi cab confessions. Cash cab. TA. Let go, man. Yeah, dude, they're doing construction in here. I'm tired of it. I'm the same guy that complains about construction, right? And also complain about potholes and bad roads. Capo. All right. Excuse me. Just looking for something. Dang, man. Freaking 8K. Dude, you can watch stuff in 8K now. Do you know that? If I get one more monitor, I'll be good. This probably won't look as good, I don't think, because it's not the full screen. But let me try. Oh, nice. Works real well. I mean, the picture quality behind me is better than my freaking webcam, dude. It's actually kind of foggy. Maybe it's just the quality of the background so good that I just...
Are you keeping an eye on etc.? If not, you might want to take a look.
trying to say? Sammy, thanks for the $10 super chat. Keep an eye on ETC. I might want to say, oh, we've been keeping our eye on ETC. I mean, like, it seriously did some nice stuff, man. It did it completed these 2 harmonics like textbook. It was super solid. We'll look at it, dude. Yeah, man, it's beautiful. And you know, I guess there's like one scrub out there that talks about like, because we analyze and look at these that have played out already. I mean, like this one had not played out. I plotted this before it played out. We told that, hey man, pipe dream, if this pattern played out, and it hit the PCZ and then broke to the upside beautifully. Sorry, but you know, like this is Ethereum Classic. You know, since its recovery, fell out of the uptrend, and it's odd, isn't it? That, I mean, not really. I guess it's just like what it happens when you break out of uptrends. You're now confirming that you're out of it, right? You tried and you tried again, and you just couldn't make it back. But you know, I mean, with that being said, there's just some slightly upsloping channel or something, right? I just like looking at it like this, because it's like we had the uptrend, we broke out of it, and now, you know, it's just like, and we actually did the same analysis today, where it's like, you know, one time Bitcoin broke out of its downtrend, and then it back tested the downtrend a couple times, lower lows. This made a lower low too, and eventually, after giving so much confirmation in the market that this trend was over, it then rallied, and that's when, like, that was before April 1st even. It kept doing this, you know, slightly upsloping, and then eventually just broke to the upside at 4100 area. We just smashed through it. That's just what happens a lot, and with trends, when you break them, they'll backtest for a while. They don't always do it immediately and dump. So we'll see though. We'll see. It's a higher high than the previous high, and it's higher lows than the previous lows. So keep that up. Keep that up. I mean, you have to break. I mean, there's a square up that we nearly hit if we didn't hit it at $7.69. That is definitely a square up area right there. And there's another square up way up at $9.49, but I don't know if we'll get there. All right, so I think it's out of an uptrend. But yes, it's doing well for now. It's actually doing better than, you know. You gotta love this, man. When an S coin or an altcoin paints a harmonic and then it plays out at the PCZ like perfectly, and then it creates another harmonic right after it and plays out like perfectly. You gotta like think about, whoa, yeah, kind of different. But you know, you look at XRP, I don't even think we looked at on this stream, unless I'm crazy here. Yeah, I don't think we didn't. Alright, so same thing here. Where's the Gartley, just like ETC had its Gartley, and its Gartley played out like crazy. Went up to the 1414, I think, from A to D. It's nuts. Just change something up, man. Yeah. So I'm just like looking at different backgrounds, man. Right? Like this one. I like it in a way. Maybe if I like moved my screen up. And I have room to do that, right? So like silver frame with the chart screen. Boom, let's go, dude. Something like that.
Hey Mitch, what is happening back?
Hold on. Oh my god, dude. It's like this. I don't have good speakers here. This is my backup battle station. What's happening, bruh? I don't have that either. JDR, man, thanks for the $10.58 super chat, though. Really, really appreciate that, man. We just out here, man. The Manhattan skyline. If you look to your right, it's so weird because I say look to your right, and I have to look to my left while I say that. Yeah, this is Tuscaloosa. The year 2050. All right, got it. A background of Nick Saban, Two-Wheel Dog, or T-Town. I don't know, man. Like, there's, you normally like backgrounds to be like kind of eventful. I don't know. I mean, there's not much going on in T-Town besides football. In school. Yeah, there's all kinds of things I can do, man. It's just the beginning, bruh. It's just the freaking beginning. We can do whatever we want. Dude, we've never had a Viking night, or like, I've never worn one hat with this green screen set up like this. Not once, dude. So yeah, dude, brace yourself. Good things are coming. Good things are coming. Oh, I just meshed up Mr. Cheezel and Game of Thrones hype in the chat. Deep fried memes, we call that, if you didn't know. Wow, why would I do that to a dog though? I'm like scrolling up and seeing chat. So yeah, man, I mean, targets on this 618 CA, right? These are targets where those are projected, where if one was getting in at 24.9 cents at the PCZ, one will be taking profit. I mean, it just depends on where one stop is. If one had a stop loss below X, then they have to go for C. They have to go for A. And they might want to also go from A to D to get the 1272 target. Right? The looser one stop is, the higher the price has to go for it to make sense, for it to be equitable for one to take a trade, right? 3-to-1 reward to risk. One only has to win 33% of their trades. So if one had a tight stop there, they could probably get away with C being the profit taking level, right? Anyway, back to New York, dude. All right, it's so beautiful out there. Beautiful, man. But see, this would be better for a day stream. It's like not daytime. Ah, crap. It's like all it is just a day. That's okay though, man. It's too much fun though, man. Like playing around with it. Hold on, dude. Whoa, holy crap. Ew, gross. 480p. Give me a break, man. Dude, I don't know. It's like, this is insane. I don't know. All this stuff is like terrible. What's up, JP? He's a robot. He likes robot vaginas or something. JP, and then there's JB. Holy crap. Dude, these people. I gotta like filter it hard, don't I? Be 4K. Oh my god. I want y'all to see something. We're gonna be in outer space together, alright? If that's cool with you. Oh my god! We're going, dude. Robot what? What's up, the Mob? J-Mob, the Mob. I guess so, Mark a lot. Yeah, maybe. Hey, Eternal. Sir Gordon Gecko. Win Beards. I don't know, man. Be probably a while. The beard comes, it's like beard season. It comes and it goes. You just don't know when. We had a really long beard season. All right, so look at the futures, man. Look at this. The futures, ascending triangle, chat. It broke out. It has broken the F out tonight. Big deal. That's a huge deal. You're above a resistance from April 30th, May 1st. Okay? You're above that. You're above crazy resistance points, man. And a measure move of this, 100% measure move would put you at 3,100. Bukowski talks about only about 70% of the measure move hits most of the time. Doesn't always get to the 100% mark. All right. Yeah, we're hauling. I don't like it, man. It's like the speed is too fast on some, and then it's good on the others. It's just terrible, man. Oh man, this is what I'm talking about right here. Yeah, dude, that one's good. So buckle up. You know what that means for many assets. If everything holds, you know how it goes, man. Sometimes we've had futures down 300, 500 points and it recovers completely. And then the next day you have a really green day. So, you know how that goes. We good? Yeah. Girls volleyball? Macron? Why don't we just do like... I don't know, dude. Maybe. Yeah. Matt Lou, where's that 20k Bitcoin? It's not here, man. It's not here, but we got 3,000 or 13,900 something. So I think that's pretty close. It's pretty good compared to where we were at 3,150. So not too bad, man. It takes time. We're 66 days or something into a correction after a run that started really when we found that nadir level at 3,150 December 15th, 2018, and it rallied and pinnacled. The buying climax was June 26th of this year, and it's been lower highs ever since. But it was lower lows at first, a little bit, and that has changed into higher lows, and that is where we are now, making higher lows but lower highs. And we think we just found a C pivot point on a potential very large pattern, and it could take time to get there. Okay. What would happen if I sped it up, right? Can I do that? Probably looks better, right? So I just put it to like 2 times speed. Oh, that's lit, man. Oh my god, that looks so good. You can see all the lights in the back. Beautiful. Yeah, it's a sucker's rally from 3100. It's like, sorry if it was. We all made money in here. Okay, on the way up. Unless you just literally didn't listen to anything. Okay. So system level. Somewhere, what happened with Joe Rogan Connects? Untamed Feast, hey man. Yeah, dude, it's fun, dude. I genuinely enjoy it, getting to see y'all and just to I don't know, do my best anyway to try and entertain you, or help you, or be educate, or to help you find targets for if you're in a trade, right? We just did that, Activision. So doing it kind of on the S&P futures, right? Where I think the next resistance, this can hold and you can stay above 29.47. You might back test it at some point, but if you can hold above that, the target 3028 and potentially above. All right. It's in a joke, man. That's right, Slavery Burger Kappa. Thanks, man. Untamed. Weird, Tyler, man. You weirded out. Good. Sometimes being weirded out's okay, right? Again, this is S&P futures. Just making sure you can see it on your screen. Thanks, Jacob, man. Julian, nice, dude. The corn and the music. Speaking of corn, how's corn doing? Literally corn, chat. Still there? Still right at the PCZ of a potential pattern. So it will be very interesting to see if this can play out. You're beginning to diverge on the RSI a little bit. Look, a low, clear low, and then a slightly lower low at an 88.6% retrace with higher levels of relative strength, with no negative momentum. No, there's not much positive momo. You gotta think, man, like, so I'm having to move it over because like my microphone's like right here, and I don't know what I'll do about that. Figure something out. Just get another boom or something, whatever they're called. So when you sold off and you clearly made a lower low, there's positive momentum. Shouldn't there be negative momentum here? So let it be known to the masses that say, oh, you don't do anything practical for anybody. Your TA doesn't do anything for anyone. It's like, what? Like, there's one guy, Mr. like meme, whatever, talking crap, creating multiple accounts. There's like a support here. This is like, if one's trading a pattern, a harmonic, like this is an area where one would be taking a long. That's it. That's how it works. So hello. Can anyone, I mean, we've done this before, where we're at areas, we're at the PCZ. Only people, the mentally ill are the ones that say that I'm not helping with TA, with targets, with entries, with stop losses, whatever, man. I will help. I try. Hey, Crypto Fish, man. Fried cash. Hey, it's Unlikely Futures. What's up, man? Just saying hey. Oh my god, it's MK, man. There's the ghost. You're scaring me, man. scare me, dude.
Much love to you, Mitch. Please look at J&J. Something going on notwithstanding the opioid litigation.
Okay. One sec, man. Come on. Yeah, here's the. Oh my god, dude. It's the beautiful uptrend this thing's been in forever, dude. Johnson and Johnson. Something's going on. I think someone said that before. Hold on a sec. What's going on? Well, we can try to find out. It's weird, man. I don't care what I want the news. The news on that. Weird, man. That's killing me. Oh, got it. Stellara okayed in Europe? Oh, did the, I mean, like, what happened? Allergan settles ahead of multi-district opioid litigation? Or did you say something different? I think you said, like, something's going on notwithstanding the opioid. Oh, you know, notwithstanding. Not like, I don't see anything happening right now. Did, what's its after hours market value? It hasn't moved after hours, I don't think. 128.86. Yeah, as of after hours. So okay, I guess we can just like look. It's a new clear uptrend, right? But you're not making higher highs anymore at all, are you? You're actually, my god, man, it's not a head and shoulder or anything, but it's a lower high. But high or low, right? So do we have price contraction going on? I think it was too deep of a retrace to be any kind of harmonic, right? That looks like an 88% retrace, right? Oh yeah, like literally touching like 88% retrace. Candle close is close to the 786 though. So yeah, you do in fact have some bullish divergence, big time. And guess what? You know, the market, if it goes up tomorrow, you know, Johnson & Johnson's only good for it. Anytime the macro goes up and something looks favorable for a trade, ooh, you know, look out. Got a real good shot. So, how far have we sold off from your low to high? And maybe, just maybe, oh yeah, it's very, very close to a cipher. Holy crap, look, do you see this? Am I crazy here? Probably. Right. X, A, B. Don't know if it went high enough. Either way, 786. Yeah, 786 is at 125.68. We didn't hit it yet, not quite yet. There's a critical support here back from July 2016. And there's bullish divergence in both oscillators. So there you go, man. That's a potential trade. Hello. It's not practical. Your tea is not practical. Mentally ill, dude. Don't be mentally ill, chat. What's up, Julian Soto? Oh, I can do this now. Anytime I'm looking at chat, I can just come over here. We can look at New York, the New York skyline. And also we can look at J&J and all its wonder on screen. What's up, MPK? Yeah, man. Thanks for watching. How close to 20k subs? Let me just go ahead and get another little metric for in here, too. I got everything else. I got a Stream Deck, got a little Amazon Echo. I got the Yeti mic, really nice old keyboard. I got pretty conventional in here. Conventional setup for me. Getting another monitor would probably be awesome. But not, I guess it's not like literally necessary. I've got 19,779 subs, man. So we're getting there. All right. 221. So if you're enjoying the live stream and you want me to hit 20k anytime soon, hit that like button, that bell. That's up. Gotta do my cadence, man. At least like once, right? Been live now for, you know, I can't. Don't worry about the visual. Just listen to the audio. All right, local on the 8th because it's 12:08 Eastern. We did it, man. We were that late. We were late at the right time. What is negative momentum, JB? Well, the red on the histogram, where it's red, that's negative momentum. The green is positive momentum. All right. Crap.
Is that a joint?
Can you do a little TA on the lumber market index? Pounds on TradingView, might be futures.
Lumber futures. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. What does it? What stick out to you, man? Definitely looks like a cipher, like a huge potential cipher pattern, right? It just before I do anything, just XA. Oh yeah, 382 area. Oh my God, it's so close. It's like 1% off. Sorry, I didn't mean to touch that. I didn't mean to play that one. My bad. I have a smaller Stream Deck in here. Okay, it's my old one. So don't get mad. Good God. Decipher, man. But, you know, I mean, that price action. Impulse down, slightly up sloping consolidation. This might not have the wheels to run. I mean, if you look at the oscillators zoomed in on the daily, they look pretty weak. No log scale. Still, it's completely the same, pretty much, right? Yeah, this is just a little off, right? It's not deep enough of a retrace, but come on, man, it's like a few percentage points. It's close. All right, so it's just an idea for now because it's only a potential pattern. It's like it'd be like someone. What I'm doing with these harmonics, it would be like someone else finding a double bottom and being like, oh dude, look, it's a potential double bottom, right? I mean, that's all we're doing with this. This is not where someone goes long down here. I mean, one can, because maybe it is a double bottom, some sort, right? But one goes short at the PCZs or goes long at the PCZs, right? So whatever, man, it's practical. It makes sense. Helps you understand. I mean, dude, what about the cipher that happened on Bitcoin? Right, 786, we hit it and was like, we woke up the next day, it's like, oh my God. Like it played out like brilliantly. And that's the crypto market. Hello, this is lumber futures, man. People trade this stuff. Contracts created so people can trade. All right, but you know, this thing doesn't have, you know, its volatility is, you know, it's like a range, man. It's like this huge range. Like you tried breaking out and could never sustain prices out of it, and then you just sold off back into it. Let's go to the weekly. Maybe we get some more looks. Right, yeah, big range, man. Oh, also, I'm doing this. Matthew D, thank you for the 420. Okay. Thank you, dude. So, yeah, big range, man. Like, holy crap. What the... Dude. I don't know, man. Like, this is different. This keyboard is different than the other. So everyone just relax. And my mouse doesn't have the hotkey where I can just click with my mouse. It doesn't even have one of those. It's one of these old scrubby mouses. Okay, so there you go, man. The weekly you can see this stuff developing, man. And lower low double bottoms, potential double bottoms, they start playing out for real. They can they're the best performers on price appreciation. And look at this, man. This pattern's huge. Thank you again, dude. Matthew D. That's what I'm talking about. Like scanning charts. Like you can find these. There's so many assets you can find across many markets. So potential double bottom, but also clearly a potential bearish cipher pattern. Where it made a low, it made an attempt at another low, and on the weekly chat, the freaking weekly, I don't even have yet.
Oh, would you look at this?
Look at the freaking divergence. It's starting to play out, right? But this is just the beginning, potentially. Low, lower, low, right? Lower levels are relative strength. Lower levels, or higher levels are relative strength, excuse me. Lower levels are negative momentum. So this definitely has a chance, man. It definitely has a chance to continue rallying to the upside. But if you're talking specifically and purely about Wyckoff, sorry, man, it's not a low risk area at all. The lowest risk area for lumber futures is down at like $137, right? We hadn't seen that, February 2009, right? November 1984, okay? So much higher. Here's another thing, right? We talk about just trend lines, right? Geometrical trend lines. Do you see it? 1 and 2 never got to 3, and there's always a chance it could go down, but man, you got to think that maybe the divergence here would be the bottom. But again, you didn't quite hit 113% of a retrace, but maybe very well could, right? 266 might be an incredible entry for a long, right? If it said, you know what, this isn't it, man, this is the fake out before we sell off one more time, and then maybe make another level of bullish divergence, triple RSI or triple MACD bullish divergence at a critical upsloping support, and well within the parameters of an actual cipher, not on the outskirts, this being like 109% retrace, where we know we need 113% minimum on a bear cipher. All right. Now the D hype in the chat for him. Good scan, dude. Scan the charts. You find stuff like this, man. That's the thing, right? Don't be like, can you look at Pundy coin or some other trash can coin for no reason? It's like we're teaming this, right? So we find these, and then we bring them up in chat, whatever. If you're going to request something, man, it's best to request ones like this, because all of us then can see this and identify and be like, what? I like the other one we just looked at, man. The potential of J&J, potential Gartley on that one, man. So crypto beginner, man. Are you saying bull flag on the 4-hour chart, Parker? Dude, don't you forget about lumber futures chat, where you'd be destroyed. I don't know really how it can be a bull flag, right? Again, I think it might be on the 60-minute, just some sort of ascending, broadening wedge. Or you can look at it like an upsloping flag, right? Where you anchor on 1, 2, and then 3. And that's all it is for now. And there's another way you could look at it too. I mean, that is the consolidation after the impulse, clearly, all right? And you just got like 1 and 2 on the bottom, then 3 on the top. And you've got the heart line. This is the way I actually had it plotted. I don't think I showed it like this before, but yeah, man. It's like 1 and 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, the heart line, 1, 2, and now 3 trying to hold on that heart line. If you break the heart line, clearly see how low we could go, down to 10,100 roughly, right? Yeah. Very real possibility. So don't be scared, man. But hey, man, if it can hold the heart line, right? What do you normally do when you hold the heart line long enough? Well, you then rally to the upside and try to hit this top trend line of the channel again. So it could definitely be what's going on right now. What's up, Martin? Misagi? I think it's Misagi. It's his first time here. Well, thank you for watching, man, and thanks for saying something in the chat. Always cool when people talk in the chat when they're new versus just lurking, dude, right? That's right, Fried Cash. Cypher on Lumber Futures. Can you make the chart background transparent over the city? So I've been thinking about that, right? That's what I do on my thumbnails. But I think unless OBS, the application, has the same tool that like GIMP or any kind of Photoshop has, I don't think you can do it. But yeah, something I'm definitely going to continue looking into. Man, the green screen, why not? It's just like I can have my other overlay, I can have this one, I can do anything, man. Just keep it rolling. Like think about what will happen like with Leeward Jenkins, right? Or Viking Knight. When the Viking hat comes on, I can like have whatever Celtic scenes and stuff like that. I don't even know, man. We can do crazy stuff. Young Love says turn up the soundboard, bruh. Dude, I don't have bruh on this one. I have not implemented it yet. Thanks, Marco, man. Good to see you. Bitcoin art guy. Thank you, dudes. Probably King Logan, dude. Oh, God. Oh, God. The mode, man. I saw what you said earlier about the RIO, and I was like, before I even saw your name, I read it, and I'm like, oh, no. You kidding me? How'd that one get through? Jeez, man. Debated hard. I don't think it's a fortune teller at all. Unlikely futures. I don't think there was near enough euphoria at 14K for it to be a real bubble pop. And I think if it was, it would have already continued to sell off. Oh man, music ended. Sorry. I got this, dude. I don't know. You can hear it. Whatever. That's so cool though. I can actually adjust this with my mouse wheel on my keyboard. Somehow it's set up that way. I love that. Okay, so right where you double bottomed here and rallied. Look at this, where you tried to double bottom and rallied, no buying pressure, you sold off again and again and again. All right, so if this bubble popped, I think the sell-off would have been much worse than it was. And of course, there's always a chance it could just make another lower high and sell off again and break this. But so far, and you just got to say, you haven't broken below the critical weekly supports from April of 2018. 96.50 or so, that is the spot. And it's like you keep trying, but you've actually now made a slightly higher low than the other lows, right? Back from July of this year. You're just holding the support, man. All right, it's like you broke the downsloping resistance. You're out of it, right? The orange trend lines are those, major support resistances. 11,000 or 11,780, and then 9,650 or so. All right, and you're just on the weekly holding between those. You're like range bound in a way. So really, this is a very important move up. But even if it hits the PCZ, right? It'd be a lower high, and it might be a good short opportunity on Bitcoin at 11,700. But the thing is, what's different about this time, because like, hey, beautiful sell-off at the 786, beautiful sell-off again at the 786. At this 786, you're outside of the correction, the geometrical trend line. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, though it could sell off, but what if it could come down to 9,600 again, outside, right? And bounce off of this for a while before again rallying to the upside, right? That's what happens when you break downtrends. You break them, you back test them. Sometimes it takes longer than others before you lift off again and run to the upside. It's like giving confirmation that you've broken out. Confirmation, like especially with double bottoms. Remember, we did it live way back, where you broke out of the channel of the structure, and then you back tested it, man. You back tested it twice. 1, 2, right here, many times you back tested, and then that was it, man. That was literally it. Anyone remember that? Some of you do. It was beautiful, man. Thanks, Telway. Thanks for watching. Professor Sen, yep. 2 Eves. What's up, Dave Jones? I think. You keep changing your name, dude. Oh, I guess the stuff that we can see is more retail, or just exchanges, right? We're looking at exchange volume. So it's really not like that crazy. I mean, on certain days, right, you could see volume come in. Volume came in again. It's like every time you're making a high on price, a climax on price, right? Buying climaxes. That's what these are. They can be. Not so much this one. This was like kind of that beginning impulse, but you get so much volume, and then look what happens after the buying climax, right? You sell off all the way down to $65.95 from $83.91, $8,400 for rallying to the upside. And look what you did. You broke the resistance, you back tested it as support, and then you ran again, man. And then tons of volume came in on this day. So if you really want to talk about it, man, it's like lower highs. The volume is receding. It definitely is receding, man. Definitely calm before the storm stuff happening. You can clearly see it on Bitcoin. Eventually you'll get to a point and you will just get a nice volume candle, whether we break to the upside or downside. That volume will come in once again. My bad, dude. You misspelled damn system level. Get wrecked. There you go, dude. System level. You corrected it. Hey, what's up, how does it guard, man? What you talking about? Bullish Gartley on Johnson & Johnson. Yeah. Definitely looks like a possibility. Certainly so. But I think, how does it guard, if you're just tuning in, man? It's a beautiful day on the futures charts for the major indices, man, where we had ourselves a nice breakout of an ascending triangle, and that is on, like, talk of Trump and Z are, like, hey, we want to figure this out, man. Like, okay, we're gonna meet in mid-September. All right, cool. And that's like what happened. That move to the upside. Yeah, that's right. Retrace and go. It's coming. James Clark says each swing high for the last 3 months has had decreasing volume, showing loss of momentum. Yeah, and you're looking for it too on lower lows too. Right, I think you get decreasing volume with descending triangles and stuff anyway, but I think trying to, we're talking about bucking that view that I think a lot of people have. Or I think it's more just, what's wrong with saying it's a symmetrical triangle? That's what I think it is now. Price contraction. It will remain price contraction until you break above this downside resistance or you really fall below this upsloping support. Momo shift breakout. Oh yeah, Spock Talk. Black background of the trading view chart, and transparency is an option. Well, I would need it to be green. The problem is, Spock Talk, anything green would be transparent, I think. Right? So I can definitely give it a shot, man. It would have to be... I don't know how you can make it transparent, though, right? If it's transparent, I don't know how I can make it work. See, where is it? Transparency? Oh, you were asking, is transparency? No, I don't see transparency at all. You normally have this little thing right here where you could grab it and it's like opaque to transparent. That doesn't exist that I see for background, right? I don't know. It's weird. Can you implement a watermark like your own? That'd be cool. Script A in the back, or script R, excuse me. Smoke dog. Thanks, Cosmic Elf, dudes. Get wrecked there now, man. You're just gonna have to deal with it. It's okay. Enjoy the, New York skyline. Bear flag on Dow Jones. Forget the fake breakout. I mean, it's just futures, Again, like, you can have it to where futures look great and the next day it's terrible, right? Big fake out. We had one recently, I think. Like last week. Cosmic, we can see him. That's what I thought was creative, but we can't. I don't think we can do it, right? You know, I don't think we can make it. I just had to think about it. It's like, how do you make it? Yeah, like I don't know, like how I could make it work. It's like part of it. Because green wouldn't work. It's not. There's not. The webcam's not hitting it. It's nothing to do with the webcam. Yeah, I have no idea how we could make it actually happen, dude. No idea. Again, it'd have to be some sort of tool. I think in potentially OBS that would it would crop out all the black, and I would have to add some sort of alpha channel, a real-time alpha channel on TradingView. I don't know how that's possible at all, dude. I don't think there's any freaking way that, you know, going to my window capture, you know, there's transform, but it's like filters on this. You can add, I could show you kind of, right? Where you can like add effect filters. But I don't really even know what some of these do, man. Right? Like similarity. Oh, kind of close. Maybe we do custom color and we do black. Oh man, I can see it kind of. I don't really know, man. Like, see transparency, but it makes everything loses transparency. See what I'm saying? So yeah, it might be just something I have to mess with, right? Like, but I still don't think, even if I make it transparent, like, how would you do that, man? Like, how would I freaking do that? I don't know, dude. I'll just have to deal with it later or something, okay? This ain't MSNBC. Yeah, it's better, man. Okay, bless the one be aware, man. What is it? I'll be happy to try to make it happen. Gotta make it hard to focus, Craig. Just depends, right? If it's space or something, like I could definitely make it work. And also, if you know the background of it, you know, up here, right down there, it's you know, down here it's a lot of colors and lights and stuff, but up here it's really dark. So to have it kind of blend would actually look incredible. Okay, believe me, I've been dealing with like doing that. I know how to make that real. You just got to have an alpha channel that is on the screen capture, delay capture, and you also have to be able to clear all the black and make it transparent, make it disappear. The heck? Just have the TradingView layer over whatever background you have. Well, it already is. It already is. Okay, so whatever. I've been live now for an hour and 30 minutes. This was a Hangout stream. If you didn't like it, what do you want from me, man? Can you vote on my Halloween costume? Maybe. Maybe, dude. Off night mode would just make the background white. Crypto Don Juan. Again, that doesn't really solve the problem, I don't believe. Oh my god. We kind of got it. Chad, are you seeing this, man? Are you freaking seeing this? Hold on. Let's see if it actually works, though. Oh my god. You kind of see it, right? Just a little bit. What the? No, not blue. The, green. Magenta. Let's go black. Pog? Poggers, man? Anyone? Let's, wow. Let's, wow, dude. Anyone? I'll mess with it. I can mess with it. That's cool, dude. Nice. Let's go, dude. We'll figure it out, man. Figure it out. Now, I'd like to see it here. Ah, man, what's going on with that? Chart screen. Give me a sec. We can fix it here too. Oh, see, it's all bugged out for me right here, though. That's weird. Because I think it's like... I just need to have separate chart screens. I think that's what it is. So let's go back to this one. And I can just end it on this note and keep messing around. Yeah, it's the skyline in Greenbow, Alabama, Billy, man. Critter don't want to hope you like it, man. Let's go. So Bitcoin is in the New York skies, man. Spark Talk, yeah, I will. I'm just like I can't. I have a silver frame that I've cropped perfectly. If I could make it bigger, but it's just, you know, like I could do that. Yeah, you can see it. Whoa, man, it's freaking nice, dude. Freaking nice. Yeah, being held by aliens, held captive by aliens, young love. That's it, dude. The power of your newly acquired t-shirt. Pixar didn't happen, dude. Wear it, photo, and then Discord, man. Support off those buildings, exactly, dudes. Where you gonna get it, man? Alright, so y'all are amazing. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, the just everything, man. And yeah, we can just do this all again tomorrow. Keep experimenting, having a good time. You know, what I really like about this, I can like sit back and still like, you know, it's comfortable. It's really comfortable set up in here for me. Talking into the corner. Is that comfortable for viewing? You need to be talking to the open side. What are you talking about? I don't have a pop suppressor or whatever, right, on this mic like I have on my other one. I just need to get another one of those. Yeah, Spock Talk. It may be, because it's like, it just depends on the background, and I know how that works, right? So I'll have it figured out. I'll probably do a day stream with a green screen tomorrow, so you might not want to miss that, because it'll be a lot of fun. Problem is, like, you're missing so many things, like right down here, like all the dates and stuff. It's tough, man. But yeah, we'll keep messing around. So all I can do here is oh, it's all messed up here, man. I'll just delete it and redo it. get it back, dude. Don't worry. All right, so I will see y'all tomorrow. So until next time, respect the TA.
Johnny and the mix. Ignore 14K, ignore 13K pop. August 1st till now on 4H. Next to 2017 top until now on weekly. You have to admit similarities. At the same point in time.
Transparent Connect, thanks for the $26.39 of Ethereum. Sure, I guess, yeah. When an asset makes a lower high, at another time in history, it also made a lower high. Yeah, man, but that's just something can happen. Remember, it'd have to be the exact same market participants from the last time to this time for it to actually work out the exact same way. So remember, since any kind of recovery on Bitcoin in its entire history, it's always ended up in the same time making a higher low and a higher high than the previous high. All right. So it would be history for this to be the top and us sell off and get, destroyed and go into another correction. I mean, every single time Bitcoin's like climax, it's been from majorly, it's been from some major bubble popping and a big correction. After. So again, man, fundamentals are good for like gold and silver and things like Bitcoin. So you gotta think about like that. You gotta think about we are in a major uptrend. We've been in one since December. So until we break the 9600 area, that's what it is, man. 9600. So you hold above 9600 long enough, eventually sellers will just get exhausted and relent, and then we'll run to higher prices. Bitcoin could or would. All right, but one of the most recent things you've done is you've held again. You've held support again in another higher low at a critical support. I think that's very good news. All right, thank you, dude, for the 26. Much love. Mid-Trade Podcast, Kappa. All right, peace.
Leroy